So it's 7:56 a.m. I'm just sitting down at my desk. I'm getting a late start. The kids are home from school today. It's a Monday, some teacher appreciation or some staff day. So the kids are home. I usually sit down. It's usually about 7:30, 7:20. I sit down, run my Facebook ads. Let's check the sales for today. So I'm at $105. A little low for 8 o'clock in the morning, but I'm not too concerned about it. But first order of business, I sit down and I adjust my Facebook ads. I either increase the budget, I decrease the budget, I duplicate the winning ad sets. Winning ad sets meaning I'm making sales. I'll increase the budget 10%. Usually if I made a sale, I'll decrease the budget if I'm not making sales. I kind of go back based off of the last 24 hours. So that's my first order of business as I sit here at the computer. So I pushed the Facebook ads hard yesterday. As you can see, 191 leads, not typical, but today I'm already sitting at 87 leads and we're sitting at 8:05 a.m. I pushed the ads hard yesterday. I hadn't really looked at my stats last night. Yesterday was the Super Bowl and I just looked at them. It wasn't good. I lost a little bit of money yesterday. I pushed it a little bit harder than I typically do. I launched a $100 ad set, which I had never done before. I spent $400, and let me see what I spent yesterday. Ads. I spent $485 yesterday on ads, which I typically don't do. That's the most I've ever spent. Usually it's about $250 a day, but I pushed it a little bit too hard, so I scaled it back. I turned off a couple of the ad sets that didn't make any sales, which was one of them was the $100 one. I spent $100 on one ad set and it didn't make a single sale, so that was a failed attempt. But that's the part of running ads. You know, some days are really good, some days are really bad. Typically it's going to be about average. You know, I usually profit a couple $100 a day. Yesterday I profited, what was it, $39.26. So not really a good day yesterday. Right now, as of 8:06 a.m., I'm negative $66 today. You know, but that'll change. I'm not concerned about being negative right now this early in the day because sales will come in and one purchase can, if they buy the upsells in that, one purchase can be $114. And when I did my numbers, 14% of customers buy everything in the funnel. So one sale can wipe out that negative $66. So I don't get too caught up in the numbers and too worried about it, but I do have a spreadsheet where I track all my numbers, and this is the first order of business. I adjust my Facebook ads and then I adjust this spreadsheet. It's the first thing I do every single morning, just to keep an eye on money and sales, what happened yesterday, what happened overall, where I can kind of look at things and go, well, wait a second, things are out of whack here. What did I do? What did I change? Like I said, yesterday I spent quite a bit more money than I typically did. I probably pushed it a little bit too hard and probably shouldn't have done that. So that's my first order of business, is tweaking and dialing in my Facebook ads and then also measuring them. So I ordered an ebook cover. I'm building out this thing. I'm calling it the PDF Bible, and I'm continually adding profitable PDF ideas into this resource. And right now I think I have 412 different PDF ideas, and I think it's over about 29 different niches. So it's going to be a bonus for one of my products that I'm adding to the digital product challenge. Actually, I ordered a cover yesterday on Fiverr. I just got the delivery, so let me show you what it looks like. This is the first one. It's okay, not crazy about this font here. And then this is the other version, this blue version. I kind of like this blue version better. I'm not crazy about the text. It looks kind of plain to me, but fresh ideas, endless possibilities. And I got this idea from James Clear, Atomic Habits. So this is how I do a lot of let me pull up Atomic Habits. It's a book. It's a very good book. It's an excellent book, I should say. So as you can see, tiny changes, remarkable results. Then he's got the title, and then he's got the description, and then obviously his name. As you can see, fresh ideas, endless possibilities, PDF Bible, a constantly expanding vault of profitable PDF ideas with my name at the bottom. And so that's how I create my ebook covers. Is I find covers like bestsellers. Atomic Habits has been sold millions and millions of times, and instead of reinventing the wheel, I just go and look at what's already been selling, and then I take that and I just send it to the designer and say, hey, can you model this? Not copy it. Can you model this? You know, here's what I want it to say. I've done that for several of my ebooks, and again, it's just modeling a bestseller. You know, because people do judge a PDF or a book by its cover. So that's how I get covers created using Fiverr. I think I paid $15 or $20 for this thing, and we'll go back and forth a little bit till tweaking it to get the font that I like and all that. But that's how I do ebook cover designs. Is I just find somebody on Fiverr and place an order, and we go back and forth. But first, I go and look and find a cover that I like that's already a bestseller and just model the bestseller. All right, my second order of business is I have a school community. There's 272 people, but I put out a Threads prompt every single morning. I've done it every single morning since December 1st, so that's like 70 days in a row. And I just give them a prompt on what they should share over on Threads or Instagram, whatever platform they use. But most of the people in this community use Threads, and then they share their post in the group, and then we all like kind of engage on it in that. So that's usually my second order of business, is jumping in the school community and posting my daily prompt for them to go share on social media. All right, next I jump on Instagram Threads, and I spend 25 minutes commenting on all the posts within usually the last 12 to 24 hours. And last week I deleted Threads and Facebook off of my phone. I don't use Facebook all that much, but Threads I do use a lot. And I deleted Threads off my phone, so it's weird not having it on my phone, but I've noticed my productivity has skyrocketed. So I literally only do my Threads work when I'm sitting at the desk. So I use this timer. I cannot recommend it enough. It's called a tomato timer. Just Google tomato timer, and I will click start, and then my one task while that timer is going is just commenting people's posts on Threads for 25 minutes, just focused action on that. And then when I write my email in a little bit, I set this timer. I click start, and I give myself 25 minutes to write the email. Nothing else gets done. I don't check social media. I don't check my phone, nothing. I get 25 minutes to do the task. This timer right here is such a productivity hack. Like, I get so much shit done in a 25-minute period. And it usually doesn't take me 25 minutes, by the way. Like for the email, I'll look at the timer and I'll be like 11 minutes left, or 13 minutes left, or 8 minutes left. It's usually very rarely takes me the 25-minute block. But use this timer. Go to Google, search tomato timer, and pick out whichever one. I use it probably 4 to 6 times a day on different tasks. And that's how I'm able to get so much work done in just a couple of hours, because it's focused work. I hit that timer and it starts going, and that is my total fucking focus on that one task. All right, so it's 8:52 in the morning. Let's check the sales and if any new sales came in, and it's refreshing right now. For some reason, it's taken forever. I'm not sure why. Usually it's pretty quick. Up $188. So I think we're at $105 at like 8 o'clock, and right now it's 8:53 and $188. So it looks like one order came in, or maybe 2 orders. 1 or 2 orders came in. So I think I've spent like $150 on ads, so I'm not really that profitable. But that's the thing, when you have when you have upsells and things like that, like one order, I sell a couple different PDFs, but the one I sell with ads is $18, and I have upsells in place and order bumps and downsells. So one $18 sale, this one happened to be a $65 sale, can turn into a $65 sale, or a $44 sale, or a $114 sale. So that's what's really cool, is 1 or 2 sales can really turn things around. So I don't get too stressed out, if at 9 o'clock I'm negative or down or slow sales. Yesterday, I think I had 5 sales come in like an hour and 10 minutes. It was like $380 or something, or $360, all within like 70 minutes, So that's what's cool. It can change really, really quickly. So I don't get too caught up in the numbers. Getting a second cup of coffee ready right now. And I'm working with 5 private clients. Actually, I have 6 private clients right now. I have a lady that I've been working with for the last couple of months, and they get access to me. We use an app called Volley. It's like a one-on-one messaging app where they can text me, send voice notes, send videos, and that. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm going to have a cup of coffee and then voice note all of them back. I have a couple of messages waiting for me that they've left either overnight, because some of them are overseas, or earlier this morning, so I'm going to get back to my clients and do that for probably the next 30 minutes or so. Next up, I do my Instagram story sales sequence. So I have 3 tasks, and I try to get these done by 11 o'clock every morning. Number 1 is my Instagram story sales sequence. So it's usually like 5 to 8 story slides where I pitch my product, and I try to do that in the morning. Next one is I write a daily email to my email list. If you want to jump on the email list, jump down below, adamdukes.com/newsletter. And then I create an Instagram reel. Like, those are my 3 main tasks that I try to get done by the time I have lunch. And if I can get those things done by 11, I really don't have anything else to do. There's always things to do, of course, but those are the 3 needle moving tasks, the 3 money making tasks for me that I try to get done by 11 o'clock every morning. So right now I'm working on my Instagram story sequence. All right, I just finished creating my reel. Let me show you. I put on my little timer, my tomato timer. As you can see, I got 15 minutes left. So I just sat down and I created a reel in 10 minutes. I'm telling you, when you put that timer on, something happens in your brain. You just get focused. There's times where I'll spend 2-3 hours on one reel. I'll overthink it. I'll get distracted. I'll do this. I'll do that. Setting that timer, I just get so fucking focused and locked in. 10 minutes to create a reel. That's it. I bought this weighted vest on Amazon probably a month or so ago. It's 40 pounds, but you can take the sandbags out. So right now I just got 20 pounds and I do 10,000 steps each and every day. I've done it every single day since April 9th of last year. I've missed only 3 days in that time span of 10,000 steps. Just last week, actually, I had 9,994. I screwed up. And then one other time it was at 9,935. And then one other time was 9,700. Just completely dropped the ball. Just made a mistake. I didn't do it on purpose, but pretty proud of 9 or 10 months of 10,000 steps each and every day. But I find, it's 10:04. I find when I get started and get at least, I try to get at least 3,000 steps by noon. 5,000 steps is ideal by noon. It makes a big difference, and then I don't have to be, doing a bunch of steps at, 11 o'clock at night, which I often do. So I'm off to do probably about 2,500, 3,000 steps right now. So we got this big loop that I walk around at the house. It's around the golf course actually. It takes me about 45 minutes to walk it. And I think I get about 5,500 steps. I think it's about 5,500 steps, which is like half my 10,000 steps. So I think going forward, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this camera and I'm gonna walk the loop, get my 5,000 steps or whatever, and then I'm just gonna record. I'm gonna come up with a topic and just kind of free flow. A story, a lesson, a mistake made, I've made a fuck ton of mistakes with making money on the internet. I got a lot to share, and it's kind of two birds, one stone. I get my steps in and then I can record a video unedited, just whatever. It might be a 8-minute video, it might be a 23-minute video, then get back home, upload it and upload it to YouTube. Real, raw, relatable. So it's 10:34, we're at 3,500 steps for the day. Let's check on sales, if any new sales came in. I'm trying not to check, try to only check this when I am recording. That's kind of an addiction. Would you look at that? $350 in sales. Right now it's 10:30. I think last update was 180, right? So now we're sitting at 350. So a pretty good start to a Monday. So it's 10:41 right now. I'm just sitting down to write my email. So we got the 3 tasks. The Instagram story sequence, which I finished. I created a reel, and now I'm about to create my email. I'll have it all done by 11 o'clock. And so I email pretty aggressively. I email every single day. I should say daily-ish. I typically don't email Saturdays, but Sunday to Friday I do send emails. And some people are like, oh, that's too many, I'd unsubscribe. And that's fine. If you want to unsubscribe, that's totally fine. I don't mind that at all. But people appreciate daily emails. Let me show you. This is from a copywriter. He just said this morning. This is over on Threads. He said, I must admit your daily email game is spot on. I don't see anyone else on Threads doing it as well. And then he said, of course, except maybe me. So that's high praise about my daily emails, that he, again, he's a copywriter and he's saying nobody does it like you on Threads. So again, if you want to sign up for my email, join down below, adamdukes.com/newsletter. I'm going to get writing this email right now. All right, so I just finished my email. Let me show you here. I scheduled it in ConvertKit right here. Here's my subject line. It's going out to 6,200 people. I send out my daily email every day at 4:15 Pacific Standard Time. And then if we open up the timer right here, 16 minutes to go. So I just wrote that email in 9 minutes. Ironically, the email was about this, what I'm doing right here, this day in the life of what I'm filming, and kind of some of the takeaways I've had so far in the first 3 hours of doing this. And that's what a lot of my emails are. It's just I look at the last 24 hours of my day and I'm like, what lesson did I learn? What mistake did I make? What did I try to do? What did I learn? What did I do in my business or even in my life? It could be something with the kids. Maybe I learned something. And I just tell a little story. Each email is about 200 to 300 words. It doesn't take me 9 minutes to write this email, which is a little faster than normal. It usually takes me about 15 to 20 minutes, but it really can be that simple, easy, and fun. All right, the kids and I are heading to the grocery store. We got to do some grocery shopping. Since they're home, I'm taking them with me. Their mom is up in Alaska with her, doing some work with her aunt. So that's kind of why it's kind of like single dad life right now. She'll be back on next Monday. Yeah, I hate taking the kids to the grocery store because I always spend $50 to $75 more. We get a lot more junk, a lot more snacks, a lot more sweets, which is more temptation and harder for me to turn down because I do the carnivore diet. So I try to eat eggs, beef, and bacon for lunch and also for dinner. there. And then I do eat fruit as well, which is a part of the carnivore diet, but I try to eat a whole food diet. So them adding snacks and sweets in that in the grocery store makes it really, really hard because it's very, very tempting at the house. You know, we don't live this flashy lifestyle. I'm sitting in her car right now. My car got totaled back in November. It was parked in the street. It got rear-ended. Nobody was inside. I walked outside. I thought the car was stolen, and it turns out the car was 6 houses down. It got rear-ended and went flying down the street. It was totaled. So we drive her car. It's a 2011 Mercury, so it's not flashy like a lot of these other YouTubers. But her and I together, we put on 1,000, maybe 1,200 miles a month. We don't drive much. We drive the kids to school. We pick them up. We go to church. We go to the grocery store. We go visit my parents and running like little errands and that. But that's really it. So there's no need for me to have a car, although I have been eyeing a Tesla. And I told my son, once I start earning about $300 a month on YouTube, I'm going to take that money and go invest in a Tesla. But yeah, so it's not like a fancy car. It's a, let's see, what is it, 14-year-old car that we drive. So it's 11:29. We're just about to head out. Let's check the sales. So I'll refresh the page, and we're at 368 if you can see that. So another sale popped in the last time I updated it. So not bad, almost noon, and we're at about $368 in sales. So the problem is I do the carnivore diet and I eat 8 to 10 eggs a day, and eggs aren't cheap. So I have to buy the 5 dozen eggs. Oh, and the price dropped. It used to be $36. Now it's only $24. Get about 4 pounds of bacon. I let them get a drink before we leave, but I make sure it has no calories in it. Wasted calories in drinks, or very, very low calories. I'm very strict about that. They know to get drinks that have 10 calories or less. Teach them to put the grocery carts back in the corral like a good human being. So it's about 12:40 and the kids and I are about to eat lunch right now. We got some leftovers from the Super Bowl. We went over to my parents' house to watch the game. Let's check the sales. So I'm checking the sales right now, and it looks like we are sitting at 368. So no new sales from the last update, but they're gonna eat lunch, then they're gonna go play with their kids, and I'm gonna get some work done. So I just got done creating 2 Instagram reels. I post 2 reels a day. I would do 1 talking head video. That's usually under 60 seconds, and that is like my middle of funnel. That's for my current audience, my current followers, to nurture them. These videos aren't designed to go viral. And then the other reel is like text on the screen. It's usually like a 5 to 7 second video. It's for a much broader audience to generate more followers. So I kind of stagger it, and I do each of those videos a day. A text on the screen video for a wide audience, and then a talking head video, which is nurturing my current audience. I just filmed 2 reels for tomorrow. I got those knocked out. I got the one set up for today as well. Sometimes when inspiration strikes, if I've learned one thing over the years, it's I gotta hit it hard. Like if I have inspiration and motivation to do it, and if I can knock out some things for the next couple of days, I strike while the iron's hot. So now tomorrow, I don't have any reels to create. Unless I get some inspiration, I'll create some for Wednesday. But that's kind of how I do things. Sometimes I get ahead of myself, you know, a day or 2 ahead with the reels or the content. And sometimes it's just kind of just posting the content. You know, I'll create the reel and I'll post it within the hour. I'm not a fan of batching content. I've tried that over the years. It just doesn't work for me. I know it works for a lot of other people, but a lot of the content I create is based off of like conversations I'm having with people in the DMs, over emails, conversations with clients on the phone. Maybe I read a comment on social media, or I received a comment on social media, and I'm kind of like, I'm going to create a reel around that, or I'm going to create a post around that, or I'm going to create an email around that. So most of the content that I put out online, I would say probably 90% of it is created that same day and posted within 1 minute of creating it, or maybe 6 to 8 hours of creating it. Typically I post my content in the evening between like 5 and 7 at night, at least on social media. For the most part, that's when I create content. So I'm not a fan of batching content. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It does work for some people, but I like to kind of be in the moment and creating content in the moment. So I bought a jump rope about a month ago, and I'm trying to I started at 5 minutes a day, and then next week was 6 minutes a day, then the next week was 7 minutes a day. I'm at 8 minutes a day right now. The last couple weeks I've been at 8 minutes a day. It's a tough workout. I try to do it every day. I haven't been perfect with it. It's probably every other day I'm doing it. So I'm gonna get jump roping right now. It's probably like low 50s out in Vegas. I got a pair of shorts on and a hoodie. Nice sunny day, but it's a little chilly. So I'm gonna get my 8 minutes of jump roping in right now.
So when I do my jump rope and I record it on my phone and then I upload it onto Instagram stories, and I'm just kind of documenting my journey of losing weight. Now I'm not going to turn it into like a weight loss channel or fitness channel, anything like that. And I started January 1st, and I think I'm down, last I checked I was down 8.8 pounds in about 6 weeks, and just kind of sharing just little updates, how I jump rope, how I wear that weighted vest, I share my diet, and I share how I fall or I fail. Like yesterday was the Super Bowl. I ate a lot of sweets at my parents' house, ate a healthy dinner, but had some cookies, had some cake, had some ice cream, and I just kind of document the journey. And I had a guy this morning ask, he's like, "Hey man, where'd you get that vest from?" I was like, "Oh, I got it on Amazon." I have people asking where I got my scale from. I have people asking where I got the jump rope from, how often I jump rope. This is how easy the game is. Like, you literally just do shit. Whether it's in your business, whether it's fitness, whether it's lifting weights, whether it's improving your relationship with your husband or your wife, whether it's improving your parenting skills, whether it's sewing stuffed animals, like really anything. And you just document it, and you share what you're doing, and you share what you're learning. The mistakes made, the lessons learned. I could probably put on an ebook right now on how to lose weight. Just because I lost 8.8 pounds in the last 6 weeks. I'm not going to do that, but I could do it. I have people asking me what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, where I'm getting some of the stuff, what apps I'm using to track my calories and all that. And it's been 6 weeks. I don't share much of it on Instagram. I would say maybe one post a day about it. If I talked about it all the time, heck man, I'd have people beating down my DMs. This is how easy the game is with anything. Just go out and do shit and just share what you're doing. You don't have to film it like I'm doing it. Just share what you're doing. Type it up. Type it up on your phone. Share what you're doing on your phone. It could be on Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, a podcast, a blog, whatever it is. Just go out and do shit and share with your audience what you're doing. It really is that simple. All right, it's a little after 3 o'clock. Just doing some laundry. That's the problem with the missus being gone. I got to do all the chores and the laundry and the cleaning and the cooking and the kids stuff and the business stuff. Got to do it all. She'll be back home next Monday, but it's 3:07. Let's check on sales. Got my phone open here, and we're at 386, so $386 in sales. Looks like two $18 sales popped in last time I updated. I'm going to jump into my email, answer some emails, and then also answer comments on social media, Instagram and YouTube, and probably Threads as well. So it's 3:30. I just went through my email inbox. I typically don't go through emails on the weekends, so Monday's usually a little bit backed up. I probably had about 20 emails to get back to people. It's usually just quick things, but it can be time consuming, and Mondays are a lot busier with email. It's a nice day out. It's a sunny day. It's always sunny in Vegas, though. I'm going to go take a walk with my daughter. No camera, no phone, just her and I. That's the one thing I really struggle with, and I'm planning on being open and vulnerable here on YouTube's, is being more present with the kids. I do decent money selling PDFs, but I do spend a lot. I always think there's something more to do. I got to do more. I got to do more. I got to keep on it. When making $20,000 a month, like there's this fear that comes with it of, oh shit, I don't want it to fall apart. So I got to be doing something. I got to be doing something, and that obviously robs the kids of dad time. So that's something I need to be much better with. I was on a podcast 2 weeks ago, and a guy asked, what's your biggest struggle? And I think he thought I was going to give him a business answer. And I got quiet, real soft-spoken. And I was like, being a better dad. And he thought I was going to say, oh, my landing page, or creating content or something, And I got vulnerable with him for 3 or 4 minutes and saying it's a big struggle of mine, and I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to get better at it, and I'm going to talk about it here on YouTube. Because I know it's a problem for a lot of dads out there who are entrepreneurs. They spend a lot of time in the business, and the whole reason I got into this was to spend more time with the kids. So I got to do a better job of that. So her and I are going to go take a quick walk, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy her day off of school, and I'll be back on later. So it's 6:22 right now. I am at, oh look at that, I'm at 10,036 steps, so I have my steps done. Usually I don't get that done until about 10:30, 11. After the kids go to bed, I usually have to do anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500, so got that done. Let's check the sales for today. We'll check the app, we'll refresh it, and $487. We're at $487 in sales today, so that's a pretty good day. $500 day is kind of my baseline. I've noticed I've been much more productive with this thing, I've got all my steps in by by 6:30, which feels damn good. I got pretty much all my work done by 6:30, which feels pretty damn good. I do 100 push-ups every single day. I've done that every single day since May 1st. I've never missed a day, so I got to do those still, and I usually do those after the kids go to bed. I got to record a couple of videos. I have a coaching program called ACE. It stands for Automated Customer Engine. I'm working with 5 guys right now, kind of one-on-one / group coaching, helping them install an automated customer engine. Basically what I have that's running 24/7, 365, and then we fuel that thing with Instagram and or Facebook ads, and also content like YouTube or whatever social media platform they choose. So I got to record a couple of videos for that. I will do that after the kids go to bed. But man, I've noticed a big increase in productivity just by filming myself. I planned on doing these day in the life videos every other week, like twice a month. I really might ramp it up to once a week, just because I've gotten so much done today. It feels damn good. And heck, I might even get to a point where I do this twice a week, just because I've noticed such a boost in productivity. So I'm cooking dinner right now. We should be eating here soon, and I'll check in with you guys and gals in a little bit later. Well, I'm wrapping it up for the day. It's 10:31 right now. Just got done recording a couple of training videos for the coaching program ACE that I talked about earlier. Let's check the final stats. I'm at $584. So $97 sale came in. Somebody bought the digital product challenge. That is one of the products that I am most proud of. So far, I have helped 66 people launch their own digital product, which is super cool. I track it. Just had our guy Frank publish his digital product this weekend. I purchased it, and he was the 66th person I've helped. So if you want to grab the digital product challenge, I will link it right down below. But that's it. That is the day in the life. I had a lot of fun doing this. Expect to see more of these videos coming soon, because it helped me become super productive. And if you want more of these videos and more videos talking about how I'm earning on average $529 a day selling PDFs, make sure you subscribe down below. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, drop those down below. I'm an open book. I'm here to help. I'm here to guide. I'm here to teach. I'm here to serve. I'm here to motivate. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to help you guys and gals make money selling PDFs. So comment down below, subscribe down below, and expect more videos soon.